Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing and the creator of Conscious Self-Healing. Today, I wanted to talk about Imagine. John Lennon's song, Imagine, we all know that. How often do you use your imagination? Imagination is something that has been shut down throughout humanity. We've been told to look at what is, to pay attention to the news, to watch out for what's going on out there. And the more and more we have to pay attention to what's going on out there, the less and less we use our imagination. The unfortunate thing about this is that imagination is a tool that we use to create. We're creator beings. We create what we focus on. When we can't imagine, when we can't dream, we can't create the lives that we truly desire. When we go to the doctor and they tell us that we have a deadly disease or some chronic issue that we're just going to have to learn to live with, it kills all of our ability to heal ourselves. We simply take that as gospel truth. And then we learn to live with what is. And you know what? We are infinite beings. We get to create what is. We don't have to live with what is as it is. What is completely and totally changeable, especially when it comes to your health. There is nothing wrong with your body. Your body's working exactly the way it's designed to work. Unfortunately, we have been cut off from our own inner guidance system. We have been told that doctors are the experts. We've been told that we don't know anything about our own bodies, that doctors know everything and we don't know anything. And that idea automatically shuts off our awareness. And when our awareness is shut off, we're powerless. When our body exhibits some undesirable symptom, we go running off to find out what's wrong with us, instead of simply checking in with our bodies. Instead of simply looking at what is off balance and bringing ourselves back into balance so that our cells can come back into balance. Imagine what it would be like if you totally understood your body. What would it be like if you loved your body? What would it be like if you loved your life? Imagine with me. Let's do a little imagination session. How can we change the world? Let's see if we can do it in this session. Impossible? Not really. But if you can't imagine that, then yes, it is impossible. Because if we can't imagine it, we can't do it. Let's do a little experiment. Let's take a nice deep breath and just close your eyes for a moment. Unless you're walking, in which case, keep them open. And just close your eyes, bring your awareness back to yourself. If you're walking, just bring your attention to your breath. Let's take a nice deep breath. And then let's imagine a world in peace, a world that's living in harmony and balance, a world with no fear, a world that's not being inundated with advertisements, a world that's not being pumped full of negative news 24/7. Let's just imagine for a moment a world where everyone is living in peace and harmony, a world where we live in peace and harmony with each other and with our bodies. Imagine if you were living a life that was peaceful, joyful, easy. How would that change your health? Don't you see how that would change your health automatically and organically simply by living a life that you love? Let's imagine a world where everyone is equal, where no one's being taken advantage of, where no one has power over someone else, where people aren't being told what to think or when to think or how to think. A world where everyone can think for themselves and dream for themselves and imagine for themselves. What does your heaven on earth look like? For some, going to the opera, listening to great opera music is like heaven. To others, that would be hell. To some, running a marathon would give them that sense of fabulous accomplishment. To others, that would be a nightmare. What does your heaven look like? My heaven is where people are treated with dignity, honor, and respect, where every person can walk down the street holding their head high with a smile on their face, knowing that they are the creator of their own reality, that they can create their dreams, that every person on this planet understands their body and is never afraid of the symptoms that appear. Nobody ever has to go running off in fear, trying to find out what's wrong with their body. They simply tap in and they talk to their body. They start interpreting the messages that their bodies are sending 24/7, rather than ignoring the messages or trying to fight off the messages. Imagine a world where you're not being spoon-fed information 24/7, where all of the noise is just turned off, where life becomes simple and easy and fun, where people can play freely. What does your heaven on earth look like? And how can you start taking steps toward your heaven on earth? Right now, we're being spoon-fed a reality that none of us are particularly pleased with, I'm quite certain. The only way for that to stop is for us to take our own power back, for us to stop listening to the narrative of what's wrong in the world and what's wrong with us. Let's turn that off for a little bit and let's start tuning in to what's right, to all of the power that we each have as creator beings. We are infinite beings having a physical experience. There is nothing in this physical reality that has any power over us, most especially an invisible enemy that you can only see with a microscope. Don't let the stories fool you. You are far more powerful than any of those narratives, than any of those stories that everybody else wants you to believe. What do you believe? What do you want to believe? You get to choose your beliefs. When we're spoon-fed our beliefs, we end up creating a hell on earth because they're not our beliefs. They don't coincide with our truth. They go directly against heaven on earth. It's time for us to start creating heaven on earth. And one of the first steps in creating heaven on earth is creating heaven right inside your own body. When you can love your body and be happy in your body, this is the first step to creating heaven on earth. Are you ready to create your own heaven on earth? If you're ready, Conscious Self-Healing, my 6-week signature program that shows you how to take your power back and start creating your own heaven on earth in a happy, healthy body. I show you how your body functions so you and your body can get back on the same page. So you can turn your awareness back on and start receiving the messages that your body's sending you. So you can empower yourself and your cells. And you can see beyond the narrative that is being spoon-fed around the globe. You can start creating your own well-being. If you're interested in this course, please contact me. My website is connectingyoutoyou.com. You can connect to me through there. You can connect to me through Facebook Messenger. You can connect to me through my Facebook group, Soul Source Healing. Classes are starting mid-February. When you're ready, now is the time to start creating heaven on earth. Now is the only time that you can create heaven on earth. So now is the time to enroll for Conscious Self-Healing. So please reach out. If you're in my Facebook group, comment on the video below. If you're in YouTube listening to this, if you want to comment in the section below, leave me your email, reach out to me. Like if you just comment that I want in, I don't know how to contact you through YouTube. So Reach out to me. All right. Hopefully, this was helpful. Let's start creating our dreams. There is absolutely no reason why you cannot create all of your dreams, most especially the dream of a healthy, happy, fit, and fabulous body that allows you to live your dreams. All right, hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week.